This is WVUA 23 News at 10.
The building is up, the walls are painted, and the beds are made. The Salvation Army is ready to accept people. Well, we're glad to be with you tonight. I'm Jabari Pruitt. In tonight's top story, the new facility will open tomorrow at 3 o'clock. It's located on the corner of Greensboro Avenue. The old shelter was destroyed in the April 27th tornado. The $5.8 million shelter will feature 73 beds throughout 4 wings. The wings are for families, women, men, and veterans.
I think they're going to appreciate it. I think they're going to feel safe. In some shelters, I know the homeless do not feel safe, but I think they're going to feel safe. I think they're going to feel well taken care of.
The center also needs framed inspirational pictures to decorate the walls. If you would like to donate, you can call 205-553-1606. And turning our attention now to the weather, meteorologist Peter Crank is in with the first look at that forecast. Peter, good evening.
Good evening, Jabari. We've seen warm conditions again today. We've seen a few rain showers out there. However, most of us have stayed dry throughout the day today. But as we go into the upcoming work week, we're going to be dealing with more rain showers moving in, as well as the potential for some stronger storms later on in the work week. You can see that rain mainly down toward Texas and Louisiana, but all of this, along with that line through Tennessee and Arkansas, is going to be making its way toward us as we go through the overnight hours tonight and into the day tomorrow. So make sure you have that jacket ready and the umbrella as well. Temperatures will be a little bit cooler as well, highs only into the lower 60s. Jabari?
All right, Peter, thank you. A new business could come to Alberta. WVUA 23's Priscilla Strada joins us live with more. Priscilla.
Jabari, District 5 Councilman Kip Tyner says he hopes this business helps with the recovery of Alberta. Plus, the Community Soup Bowl is in need of volunteers. One city councilman is stepping up the plate.
Tuscaloosa's train station may have a new home. The city has been working diligently for some time now to make the Leland Shopping Center the new train station.
I think it will be just a game changer for the face of Alberta. So I know there's still some details to work out, and I know the final decision will actually come from Amtrak itself, but I can guarantee you we welcome them for sure.
Tyner also says if Amtrak declines, the city could lose Amtrak services altogether. And the Tuscaloosa Community Soup Bowl could use some volunteers. District 2 City Councilman Harrison Taylor approached the mayor and other council members to give up their time to volunteer and help the hungry.
I think, it's just some opportunity to give back. This city has been so blessed, and we want to help those who are down and give them a hand up. Let them know that we'll be down with them.
Councilman Harrison Taylor said they want to start volunteering in April or May and volunteer at least twice a year. And if you would like to volunteer, just call 752-2421. Live tonight, I'm Priscilla Estrada, WVUA 23 News.
All right, Priscilla, thank you. Well, 2 people are shot at the Western Hills Mall in Birmingham after an altercation. The injuries were not life-threatening. The suspect is still on the run tonight. We're here at home. A Stop the Violence youth rally was held today in Tuscaloosa. It was at Freeman Park. So far this year, there have been 4 homicides in Tuscaloosa, 3 in District 7. Organizers say they chose this area to have the rally because they want a new school and more businesses in the area.
And that we can do better, and we've got to do better as a community to reach out to our young people and let them know that violence is not the answer to any problem, no matter how big they feel that problem is.
Now, this is the first year for this event. Now to the race to the White House. 2 Democratic presidential hopefuls are gearing up for their next contest, South Carolina. Here's Federica Whitfield.
Now it's the Democrats' turn in South Carolina. And among voters we talked to leading up to the GOP primary vote here, the complications of choosing among the Republican candidates as varied as the candidates themselves.
I'm definitely excited and involved in watching everything going on with the primary.
So you've made a decision about who you'd vote for?
No, not yet. Definitely not Trump.
I want to protect the institution of traditional marriage. Those are at the top of my list. Of course, we want a strong economy and defense, of course.
Democrats here anxious to welcome back Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton, fresh off the Nevada caucuses. This week's Democratic town hall on CNN at the University of South Carolina in Columbia, sure to be intense. Voters we met up with on their picks and why.
I'm on the fence still, but I'll probably vote for Bernie Sanders.
Why?
I think that because I think that sort of poverty's been one of the main focuses of what what's been at my heart for a long time, and that's sort of what I think of as the linchpin of his momentum.
When the polling stations open for the Democratic primaries on Saturday, this trio of Sanders supporters are banking on a Clinton upset.
We're out here kind of in support of Bernie Sanders and kind of taking a stand against Donald Trump. I'm a big fan of immigration, and I think everybody should support immigrants and should welcome Syrian refugees and everybody else in, because I think that that's the right thing to do.
Bernie cares about bringing the middle class back. He cares about women. He cares about students. And it's all of these groups that no one's really paid attention to or really cared about before.
This couple is backing Clinton in the primary, even if it means upsetting family traditions in this mostly conservative Palmetto state.
I'm definitely support Hillary.
But your family's Republican.
My family is
So has that created any consternation, any interesting family dinner dialogues, family gathering dialogues?
We tend to stray away from political talk during those kind of dinners and that sort of thing.
We did confirm that they were not Trump supporters.
Now, that was Federica Whitfield reporting that Alabama's primary is March 1st, which is also Super Tuesday. In other news tonight, a petition to honor Harper Lee has started. Students are signing an online petition to rename Morgan Hall to Lee Hall. It's currently named after a former KKK leader. Now, students believe the name shows diversity on campus.
I feel like it represents positive change. I feel like if the current name was offending people, or if it has an offensive background, and changing it to a neutral name I guess it will help correlate change to the people or the campus. Yeah.
Now, if you want to sign the petition, you can go to change.org and search for Morgan Hall. In honor of Black History Month, we are shining the spotlight on a unique museum right here in Tuscaloosa. WVUA 23 News anchor Tamika Alexander has more.
Jabari, the Murphy African American Museum is one of 4 historical landmarks here in Tuscaloosa. So let me take you inside this local treasure. The Murphy African American Museum sits on the corner of Paul Bryant Drive in Tuscaloosa. This historical home was built in 1923 with materials from the old Capitol building, and during that time, this was considered the area for affluent blacks.
The museum started in 1985 with Ms. Ruthie Pitts and the First African Baptist members, and they wanted to have a historical place in Tuscaloosa. They purchased a house, and they started storing Black history items here.
The museum is listed on the National Register of Historic Places and features artifacts that describe life during the 1920s and beyond.
We have a lot of items about slavery. We have items about all types of things on Black history here in Tuscaloosa through the years, and we try to highlight the accomplishments of a lot of Black people here in Tuscaloosa and Alabama.
And there are many well-known trailblazers that once called Tuscaloosa home, including educator Benjamin Barnes, Grammy-winning singer Dinah Washington, and civil rights activist Reverend T.Y. Rogers. Jones tells us the museum receives its funding from donations and the city of Tuscaloosa.
We really need a lot of volunteers. We have a lot of our tours, and we need people who want to learn about Tuscaloosa history and help us volunteer.
Jones says they see more out-of-town visitors at the museum. It is open Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. Reporting for WVUA 23 News, I'm Tamika Alexander.
And Friendship Missionary Baptist Church held a Black History celebration today. The annual celebration consisted of a dinner with the congregation as well as the community. The church also celebrated the pastor's birthday. Now, members say this allows them to come together as one.
It's always a unifying effort when we try to have celebrations, group celebrations, and everybody can come and celebrate. We try to do that with meals or other inspirational works that we invite people in.
It is a great joy for the church to be able to celebrate with me another milestone, another blessing of the Lord. I'm thankful for people that love God and also love their pastor.
Now, for more information on the church's upcoming events, just go to friendshiptuscaloosa.org. For the 3rd year in a row, Bethel Baptist Church put on another successful Pure Praise concert. This year, they chose to honor a former Pure Praise choir member who died of cancer back in October. Pastor Matthew Wilson says they wanted to show people that music can be therapy and bring people together.
We feel that music is an opportunity to share the gospel message of Jesus Christ, and it's also an opportunity for us to get together with people from all over the Tuscaloosa and surrounding counties.
Now they hope to reach even more people in the community. What's still to come on the news at 10, find out how Cam Newton is spending his off season, and an Alabama mother is making her mark on grocery stores. So stick around, we are coming right back.